Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 9. Today's focus is simple ways to eat more protein. Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna keep things real simple. But before we start, let's start with that awesome posture check, shall we? Here we go. Shoulders up to the ears. Let's roll him back, pinch him down, chest up, chin tucked in, chest up slightly. Oh no, I already said that. Here we go. Hold that pinch, hold that chin tucked in, backside the head, push it back a little bit. Let's hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whew. Now, you can keep holding it or you're done. Up to you. At least I got 10 seconds of that awesome posture in there. Oh, pardon me for my awesome voice, battling some allergy shit. If you have not been around, have not been listening, my name is Coach Patrick. I am in Kansas City, Missouri, so right here in the middle of the United States. And the weather's been very wonky, up and down, rainy, then hot, then anyway, fucking allergies. Not fun. I feel fine, but then I sound like shit. Like it's just one of those battles. Real fun whenever I'm trying to get my workout in or stay in a calorie deficit because some cold feels good on the throat or hot tea. Then you're trying to add honey to it. Anyway, sometimes gotta take it and accept the food noise, live with it, and move on the next day. Just one of those things. Anyway, fast track getting better. Moving forward, simple ways to eat more protein. I should have just redid this topic or redid the title of Plan Better with Protein. I like, no, that's just get the habits in there. All right, I'm going to talk about 4 different ways to implement more ways of protein in. 4 ways. I'm going to keep it real simple. Way 1. Are you ready? Are you ready? This first part is very basic, very simple. At the same time, I feel like a lot of us skip this part. Is plan ahead. Oh, I know. I felt that. Plan ahead. At some point, you're going to buy some food and you're going to eat it. I hope you're eating food. At some point, you might be going to the grocery store, might be going out to eat, you might have some sort of food service. Totally cool, whatever. Plan ahead. Plan ahead with your groceries. So if protein is a priority to you, have your first choice of your meals protein. What is my protein? I'm gonna keep it real simple for you. Whether you're cooking your meals, whether you're ordering a food service, whether you're going out to eat. You're going out to eat, look at the menu, look ahead, pick a lean protein choice. Like, cool, I'm gonna have that. If you're ordering a food service, totally fine. These days, they have higher protein options. Cool. Look for that category. I feel like most of them have it, if not all. For an example, my wife and I were doing some factor meals at the current moment. I've been wanting to try it out just to try it, give it a fair shot, log into my fitness pal. Some likes, some dislikes. We're about week 2. And then as we were discussing about our path of what do we want to get out of this, I said high protein. And then once I've been getting these meals, most of them are 30 grams or more and so forth. But, I can't speak for all food services, hit the high protein. And again, if you're cooking your meals, select or have the first option of your meal. What is my protein option? It's going to be best if you do that because if you do that first, that means it's a priority first for you to get protein in. And then, secondly, part of planning ahead is, how much protein should I get in? All right. So I'm gonna make this simple. Get in 0.8 of a gram to 1 gram of body weight or goal body weight. All right. So for today's example, I'm gonna go off 200 grams. So let's say you're around 220, 260, whatever. You want to get down to 200. Okay, cool. Just plan for 200. And again, I'm using this to help with simple math. All right. Yes, I know 200 grams of protein, that can be a lot, especially if you're not used to it. 150 grams of protein is a lot. If you're not used to 100 grams of protein can be a lot if you're not used to it. Part of keeping ways simple for you to eat more protein is plan for it. Plan for it. Once you plan for it, it's going to be simple domino effect after that. It really will be. All right. Now that you plan ahead, that's step one. Plan ahead. Figure out how much protein that you need. Probably a good idea. And then make protein a priority. Protein first with your meals, whether you're cooking it, whether you're going out to eat, food service. Okay, cool. We got that locked in. Boom. Let's move on to topic number 2. Get in adequate, a lot, whatever word you want to use, protein with your breakfast. It starts with breakfast. That is your first meal. Cool. You may not eat breakfast till 10. All right, fine, whatever. Maybe you're slamming breakfast in your car. Yeah, you know who you are. On the way to work. Be sure there's a lot of protein in there. Lots. And again, I'm going to go off 200 grams. Therefore, I keep math simple. So if your goal is 200 grams of protein, plan for 40 to 60 grams for breakfast. All right, let you do a little bit of math on your own if you want. Therefore, you know that, boom, I already got 40 to 60 grams in on meal number 1. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you skip breakfast if your goal's 200 grams of protein. It can be hard to get that with 2 meals. It can be. All right. So breakfast items, your egg whites, your eggs, turkey sausage, your lean proteins, maybe you're a cottage cheese person, oats. Now I'm going to warn you, with a half cup of oats, you can get in 5 grams of protein. So, if you want to do 40, I'll let you do the math on that. It's going to really add up fast. So focus on those lean protein options. Instead of bacon, have turkey bacon. Yeah, I know. It's about the switches. It's not about eating. It's not about eating less food. I want you to eat for fat loss. I want you to eat for weight loss. I want you to eat for the muscle gains. Okay, it's the calories and macros. All right, there I go again. Voice. All right, cool. We hit topic number 2, front load breakfast with protein. Maybe you're having a breakfast sandwich from Kirkland. It's a signature, aka Costco, and it's like 18 grams. Cool. Have a protein shake. That's if you want to go that route. It's all about what works for you. I'm just here to help you about getting in protein throughout the day. Okay, protein shake. I'm not saying a meal replacement shake. I'm talking about powder, water, move on. Maybe you're a powder milk person. Okay, cool. It all adds up. Okay, look at the nutrition label. All right. And again, topic number 1, topic number 2, done. Let's move on to 3. Now that you plan ahead, now that you got breakfast in order, topic number 3 is the rest of your meals, your lunch and dinner. At some point you're going to eat. I'm not about skipping meals here. Is make that protein a priority in there. Your lean protein options are going to be your best options because it's going to yield the highest of protein per calorie. All right. So it's like bacon versus turkey bacon, bacon versus egg whites, that type of thing. Bacon is super delicious. I'm not going to like that. Greasy cheeseburger, super delicious. But when you add the lean option, like the turkey burger, that's cool too. All right, moving on. Enough on the tangent here. Let's say you want to get in 200 grams of protein. You already got in 40 to 60 grams with your breakfast. Add it in 40 to 60 grams for lunch and dinner. Okay. Low end, 40 times 3. Oh my gosh, I got a math here. That's 120 grams. Okay. 60, that's 180 all the way across the board. Now, typically, keyword typically, I guess, lunch, dinner, you got your chicken, you got your turkey, you got burgers. Maybe you want to do the whole turkey brats if you want to go that route, And again, up to you. Okay. Now, quinoa, couscous, there's protein in there. A little bit of plant protein is not going to hurt you. Peas, okay? There's protein in peas. Awesome, solid choices, okay? And as a result, the grams, the amount of protein will add up. Okay, it's not about portion sizes; it's about the count of the gram there. All right. Now, I hit topic number 3. Make it a priority of your lunch and your dinner. Topic number 4. Okay, your last one. I don't know about you, but I snack. I hang out with people who snack. I grew up snacking. All right, so I'm going to snack. Sprinkle protein in your snacking options. Yes, I'll be the first to tell you my first snack of choice back in the day used to be a bowl of cereal. All right, absolute garbage. Or now these days they got fancy cereal. I don't know. I just go back to Captain Crunch or some shit like that. Just smash 2 bowls. Definitely extremely low on protein. But sprinkle your protein in with your snacks. How about some cottage cheese? How about some yogurt? How about just a simple ass protein shake? All right. The list goes on. Kind of goes back to the topic number 1. Make protein a priority. So if I want a snack and I go out to the refrigerator or write down a bowl of cereal, okay, that's not making protein a priority here, folks. Make it a priority. How about some simple beef jerky? All right. I was bullshitting with a friend. I was talking about, hey, I got the Blackstone out. Weather's nice, and I've been looking at beef jerky high in sodium, which it is. It can be anyway. I said, dude, just slap a steak on the grill, cook it well done, and after that, cut it in strips, put in the refrigerator. Boom, there's your snacks for a few days. Okay, just snack it on steak. All right, that is one option. Anyway, I hope a lot of this helped. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Maybe it's just a recap, maybe it's a refresher. Take what you want with this information. Thanks for listening. Hit the like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, and most of all, you did great today. Have a great day.